because since the age of 7, they've gone through exercises to sharpen their memory. Those are the ones who are given the oral history.
Okay.
Because you see, this is the thing we have to get clear. When modern Western people, especially, European people, they look at African culture and especially historians and people who've gone to school and they have their suit and ties and their degrees and, hey, I'm a scholar in this. And they look down on African culture because it's, that's all oral history. And if you line up 10 people, you tell the first person one thing, by the time it gets to it's completely different by the time it gets to the last person. That's always their argument, right? First of all, they're not talking about the memory training that these children go through for their whole entire life. So that way, when they're adult, they're taught the oral history word, so that way they can remember it word for word, so they can pass it on to the next Mosaic griot word for word. That's one side. Okay.
Then the Mushiri.
And this Botswana secrets, like what secrets are you talking about that was so important to be hidden?
Can I finish on the griot? Because
Yes.
I only told you about one.
Musheki, then Mushiri.
The Moshiri
Uh-huh.
is the next one now. That's the one that now I want people to understand. Africa has more than just oral history. So let's not look at our ancestors and bring shame to our ancestors by saying, they only had oral history. They didn't have books. They didn't have this. They didn't have no. The Moshiri griot represents the actual science and the true power of Africa and Black people. The Moshiri griot, they said the word Moshiri is hard to translate to English, but they say essentially one who lives with the ancestors. So the Moshiri griot are trained in the rituals of, the gatekeepers of the spirit. They're the ones who go through the ritual where they go to sleep for 3 days, and they're taught the names of the guardians and gatekeepers on the other side, the spiritual realms now, so that way they can investigate the past through the eyes of the ancestors. The tenet of African culture is really that the lives of our ancestors are just as vibrant as they were today, or just as vibrant today as they were in their time, that the spirit never dies. The energy is still there. So if there's a mechanism or a way for us to access that energy, that vibration, we can then now integrate with it and view history from the eyes of that time as it took place.
Okay.
So in those 3 days, you can live for thousands of years just observing, because you're assigned the eyes of an ancestor from that time. So you can observe history from the beginning going forward and not try to learn it from the end, trying to work your way back. Because there's certain things you can't account for going from, it's like watching a butterfly. If you looked at a butterfly and see, how did this butterfly get here? You would never imagine that at the beginning, that butterfly didn't have wings.
Yeah.
You see? So you have to just understand that from the beginning, we're looking for a caterpillar. Then that caterpillar goes through into a cocoon and to a stage of metamorphosis where it just evolves with these wings now. And that's the flaw of modern history and modern archaeology. They don't understand the true natural way to investigate the past. Whereas in Africa, it's not our culture to go dig up our ancestors' graves and try to learn, like, what was this guy doing? What was he eating? Poke his stomach open with a knife and try and take out whatever's in his stomach. He was eating this. No, that's barbaric. So that shows a lack of wisdom.
So you connect spiritually and you're able to view
what the ancestors, okay.
And that answers the question of how did I get to Mount Kenya?
Okay.
So I understood the Botswana secrets for a couple years. And then in 2015, I was revealed to the Kikuyu secrets on Yamumbi.com. Mr. Samuel Kamila, thanks to him, he put out some of the secrets from the Kikuyu. And the 12 seers, the Mount Kenya College of Seers, they also had a ritual where they sleep for 3 days. And that's where I was like, okay, so there's something about this 3-day. But the Kikuyu went into a little bit more detail and a little bit more depth, of their 3-day, they call it 3-day death, and resurrection. And that's how we start to understand where the Bible quotes some of the or expresses some of these figures with rituals that were very sacred to the ancient priesthood. And one thing we have to understand about the African priesthood is that it was there to protect the secrets. So when they put out mythologies and creation stories and things like that, it's there as a coded communication, a coded narrative that you would only need someone who was a part of it to be able to decode it for you. It's not to be taken 100% literal. You understand? Because this is powerful wisdom that's in there, and in the wrong hands, it can be very dangerous. So when they understood that, that's just our job as Black people, as the first original people of Earth, that we were given the knowledge of this universe. And we knew that a time would come where it would have to be protected, because new people would come to this earth that would seek to exploit these things for the negative.
So now, by new people, you mean the colonialists?
The non-Black people.
So now, the reason why it's being exploited, is it because it carries some sense of power that can help us move very fast to a different level?
Yes,
like,
sir.
what was the essence of
Protecting
distorting
this. Oh, yeah.
important information?
What was the essence of
Distorting the information?
distorting the information?
Because now, you said Mount Kenya, the story of being a holy land, being that powerful, then someone in the middle came and our history got lost. Why do you think they wanted that thing to disappear?
It's just like how the magnetic poles of the earth reverse from time to time. In the Bible, it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. In Kikuyu, you have something called Ituika. It's a changing of the guards. It's a changing of leadership, right? In the beginning, the earth was led by Black people. In fact, that's the whole history of the earth. The earth knows nothing more than being led and governed by Black people. But because of the laws of the universe and the way things work, a time would have to come where Black people would have to take the back seat, and the non-Black people would have to lead. You understand? So that way, their purpose and their nature can dominate. So, everyone has their time. Yeah, everyone has to have their time.
So let me take you back a bit, because I'm interested bit by bit. So the Ark of the Covenant, the original one, is in Mount Kenya.
The original is in Mount Kenya.
Is it at a place where it can be accessed?
No.
No one knows.
People know, the guardians of it know, yes, but it's not in the physical realm. It's in the fourth dimension. You understand? There's certain things that even the Dogon tribe speak of this. When you understand that there's certain things that our ancestors, not even our ancestors, but the sages, the people with the wisdom, they know how to remove certain things from the physical plane without having to push it or go hide it or something like that. There's ways you can alter the density of physical matter. And even modern science is starting to come around and understanding this stuff now, once they get into quantum science and things like that. But I can show you a depiction. In fact, I think I'm the first one to show the depiction of quantum mechanics in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. If you look at Google the the creation at sunrise or something like that. So the papyrus. I'll share it with you guys. You can put it in the video. But I'll show you the picture. You'll see basically two quarks in a flux tube. But in the context that it's in, it's two suns. But you even have the gluon field and the other quark that sits on top of it. And when you see the depictions of quarks and the state of the most advanced state of modern science, it's showing you the same thing, the same depiction that's written right there in the papyrus 3,500 years ago.
So now in simple terms, the physical Ark of the Covenant is not there. It's now in another dimension, in another realm.
Yeah, it's there, but it has to be excavated by the people who know how to bring it back into the physical plane. Yes.
So as it is, it exists there, but no one has had to hold it.
Yes, you can't go physically go grab it. You know.
Then does that explain? That area being a holy land, according to how you explain it. What are the evidences that shows us that?
Okay.
Maybe, let's say, as you put it.
So
That
the evidence,
Kikuyu land is blessed,
yes,
and Kikuyus are somehow different
yes.
in the whole world.
Good
You
question.
actually, the last time you came